They say that looks aren't everything, but I think it depends on what we're talking about. Because if we're talking about a company that's going to expand exponentially rapidly, not only in the US and Canada and beyond, then I think that appearance is important, especially if you want to attract new customers and investors. That is our focus for today. We're going to focus on the very good food company's makeover. Welcome to the PlantStock channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jesse, and on this channel we focus on plant-based companies and stocks like the very good food company, Beyond Meat, TTCF, to name a few. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to get information regarding these companies and others, make sure to subscribe and don't forget that bell button. And if you want to help me out to spread this channel to other people out there, make sure to smash that like button. I truly appreciate it. Now, if we take a quick look at the stock chart, ticker symbol VRYYF and TSXV, we can see that today it's up about 4%, about 4.9 Canadian dollars. And the last 5 days or so, yeah, it's been a wild roller coaster. But if you just take an average here, yeah, it's basically standing still, I would say. Now, if we get into the news, we find out that the very good food company unveils new corporate brand website amid major North American growth. And that's the interesting thing here, because we know that the brand of the meat alternative is the Very Good Butchers, but the overall company is called the Very Good Food Company. And now they're changing their logo to some extent to the Very Good Food Co. And if we take a look at what Mitchell Scott has to say about this, quote, "We at the Very Good Food Company are well on our way to reaching our mission of getting millions of people to rethink their food choices while doing a world of good. The evolution of our corporate brand and new website are exciting milestones as we grow our family of products and help more consumers access delicious and nutritious plant-based food company." And again, one of the reasons why they didn't keep the Very Good Butchers brand name for the whole company is because Mitchell Scott knew that sooner or later they're going to expand into other different aspects of the market, right? Not just plant-based meat, but now plant-based dairy, as they do sell cheeses, vegan cheeses at the moment, and might be actually going into milk products as well. And the co-founder, James Davison, this is what he had to say, quote, "Just as the Very Food Company is committed to simple, natural, and easily pronounceable ingredients, the new site features real people enjoying real food. We're proud of the community we've built since our early days selling out at local farmers markets, and we are eager for the new site to act as a hub for the growing community of consumers who care about and like to have fun with their food choices." So that's why we're going to take a look at their new site here. And when we take a look at the About page here, we can see we have a huge burger here, a vegan burger, I imagine, and you have to go down a couple of times to eat it up, apparently. Like this, kind of cool. Changing the world on one bite at a time. Apparently, I can't read at the moment. And it is like they talked about. They're trying to get a more down-to-earth page, that something that will attract the average Joe and Jane to the site. Better ingredients here. Our secret ingredients, they're talking about cauliflower, batter, spices, oil, and sauce. What I understand is that they're actually coming up with some new products here, and if we take a look down here, it actually does seem that they're trying to come up with some cauliflower recipe. So we'll see, like cauliflower wings. And I really do love this site because, again, they're trying to, like it is say here, keep it real, right? A lot of people still consider plant-based living as luxury that more well-off people can afford. And sure, there is as of yet a premium on these products, but they really seem adamant about connecting with everyday Joe and Jane, like I said, and I really like that. They're doing a great job on that, considering that now over 60,000 people on their Instagram page, on the Very Good Butchers, 63,000 and counting. And I find this very interesting because a company that is a lot larger is the Tattooed Chef. They're about 1.3 to 1.5 billion valuation now, right? They had a revenue of about 150 million, and we don't know what to expect as of yet, but we're guessing around 5 to 7 million in revenue. So it's a much larger company when it comes to revenues, at least. And yet they don't even have half. So that kind of tells us something. But just a quick comparison, if we look at the industry leader, Beyond Meat, yeah, they're almost up at 1 million, and that makes sense considering that they're globally well known. But still very impressive. And this is not only on the Instagram page, we see it on their Facebook page too. And it's basically the same thing with Tattoo Chef. They're more than half of what the Very Good Butchers is. So impressive. That kind of gives us an idea that people really love their products and they're well known on social media. Now, personally, I think this was a really smart move since they are attracting more and more people by the day. And as they grow as a company, it is vital that the way they present themselves reflect the overall mission, their product and company. I must say that it is a huge difference in appearance and the overall sensation when you enter their new platform. More visually pleasing. It is a page that you want to explore well, and that is my sensation anyways. What about you folks? What's your sensation? Let me know down in the comments. I also believe that there might be some confusion at times regarding the company name. The brand is the Very Good Butchers when it comes to the meat alternatives, like we said, but the overall company is the Very Good Food Company. Obviously, if that is the only thing you want information about the meat alternatives, that makes sense. But this new combination gives me an overall professional experience, especially as an investor. And if we move in here to their ordinary page, which they've had all along, everything is still the same here. So that's no problem. If that's what you're just looking for, the food, I think it's good. But if you want more information, again, the aesthetics here is, again, more pleasing. And what I do like is also their new investor page. I think that actually looks even more attractive. Here you actually have all the information, which something they didn't used to have and they do have now, and I've been looking for that, is the investor presentation, because before you had to contact them. Even though I tried this before, it didn't seem to work. Let's see what now. I'm guessing they haven't really finished this as of yet, or I'm just unlucky here in Sweden. Not sure. But as soon as they got that fixed, I do think that's a really positive thing, because it was quite annoying. And I do like the way they present the team here, right? James Davison, the chef, and Mitchell Scott, the CEO, and then the president and director, Anna Silva, who is the former CFO of Daya. I really love this picture. And then we have Kamini Hitkari and Della Salem, who is independent director and chair of the audit committee. And then we have Bill Tolany, who is the person who has huge experience from Amazon and Whole Foods Market. I love the way you get this down-to-earth sensation here. So it's all about the people, the average Joe and Jane. So this is what I've been saying all along. I love the fact that they keep delivering over and over again. I mean, they just launched a Rupert facility, so they're on their way to expand to the US and the rest of Canada and beyond. We've been talking about Europe, right? And we actually heard stuff about that in the interview. And then the stores, about 300 stores as of yet, but it does seem that they're almost going to 10x the store presence and this year, before the ends the year, which is about 2,000 to 4,000 stores. And imagine the kind of revenue we'll see from that. I think that's amazing. And then we just had the interview with YouTube's hardest working man, Meet Kevin. And I think it was a really good interview. He had a lot of good questions for the CEO, Mitchell Scott. And I think this will benefit the whole company and us as investors. Yet I think it was a bit sad. I mean, it got 50,000 views as of yet, and I do believe it's going to be more. But I think it's sad that it only got 50,000 because Meet Kevin, I've been following him for a while. He usually gets, I would say he averages 200,000 views per video, which is a lot, of course. And I don't think it's strange, though, that they only got about 50,000 only. And I think one of the reasons that I've noticed when I've been looking for different videos on CEOs being interviewed over the last year or so, I've noticed that people are not that interested. I mean, I've even found several interviews with Beyond Meat CEO, Ethan Brown, and he's basically the Elon Musk on the plant-based world, I would say. And I found him it gets a couple of thousand views, and the same I found him at a place where that actually had 250,000 subscribers and was like 800 views. And then for some reason, retail investors anyways, they don't seem that interested in hearing what the CEO thinks about the company, which I find very weird, because you want to know about the CEO, right? What is his vision? What's his plan for, what's the next moves, right? Are they reinvesting the money? Are they working on the branding? Are they expanding research and development? So for me personally, in my opinion, you want to find out as much as possible about the CEO. And that is why I think this interview was so good. But I'm not worried about that, because we're going to get more and more investors out there who's going to be interested during the years. And then we have a really great interview here that will attract them, I think, long term. And if you haven't seen that interview yet and you want a quick recap, because the original interview is 1 hour and my recap is about, I think, 20 minutes, make sure to look at the video up there if that's something that interests you. All right, folks, that was it for today. I truly hope you got some value from today's video. And if you did, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you want to keep getting more information regarding this company and other plant-based companies like Beyond Meat, Tattooed Chef, Else Nutrition, and so on, make sure to subscribe and don't forget that bell button. And as always, remember, this is not financial advice. These are just my own thoughts and opinions. It's always important to do your own due diligence and invest safe. I truly hope you'll have a magnificent Friday, and that I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.